Hi, this is Sayre Reece, Senior Strategist at the National LGBTQ Task Force. I use they, them, their pronouns, coming to you from the woods near my home. I am teleworking like all of my colleagues and many of you during this global health crisis. And in addition to being the strategist at the task force, I'm also a master's student studying biomimicry, which is the art and science of borrowing nature's strategies and applying those 3.8 billion years of lessons to human challenges. And I've been really lucky that there's a lot of green space near where I live, and so I've been able to get outdoors almost every day to be in nature, which is one of the ways in which I practice and build my resiliency normally, and especially in times of stress that I'm experiencing now. According to the CDC, right, I am following guidelines, hopefully just like you are. And as someone that they've deemed in a high-risk category, I'm really practicing a lot of self-care and following the guidelines of self-isolating, doing things that boost my immune system, washing my hands a lot, using moisturizer also as long as it lasts, and staying 6 feet away from other folks. I'm really lucky and privileged that I still am able to be in a space that helps ground myself and keep going, because there's a lot of work to do in the midst of COVID. And so it was making me think about, what helps me. Why does being in nature help me with my work and help me be a better friend and a better coworker and a better just person. And the lessons I've learned while studying biomimicry, there are 3 sort of pillars or doors to biomimicry. One is ethos, and ethos is simply about a commitment to creating conditions conducive to life. And so as we think about this moment we're in, I think it's helping a lot of people take stock of, and it's hopefully helping our elected leaders take stock of, what are we doing with each other that helps us create conditions conducive to life. So from the micro scale to how am I keeping myself healthy and safe, and how am I helping do that for others. Then there's emulate, which simply means, borrowing strategies and lessons that nature can teach us and applying them to challenges. So as a senior strategist, I think a lot about organizational development, capacity building, leadership development. So what can we learn from nature in this time as the task force, meets this moment and adapts to the changing conditions and pivots to mission critical work. And for us, one of that is querying the census. So I am helping do that, here in the woods and online. And then the other one is reconnect. And so reconnecting to self and reconnecting to the earth. And so for me, being out in nature is one of those ways. I'm actually in a spot where yesterday on one of my conference calls, 6 deer just over my shoulder joined and reminded me that I'm not alone, and really none of us are, even as we might be self-isolating like my friends are in tiny apartments with dim light in New York or around the world. So sending out healing vibes, healthy vibes to everyone, and stay in touch. Be well.